I'm Dong-yeon Koh, the co-curator of the exhibition Ecriture with the Body. This is a collaborative project curated by myself from South Korea and Jung-Sil, our historian and curator, was based in Washington, D.C. This project is supported by the grant from the Korean government through COFIS. It is held throughout 3 different locations of Washington area. First, Corcoran School of Arts and Design, and second, Korean Cultural Center, Washington, and third, Hillia International Arts Center. Ecriture with the Body borrows its title from French feminist and literary theory because the écriture means different kinds of writing. The exhibition features 12 artists from South Korea and 6 Korean American artists based in the United States. All of them are represented in the section at the Corcoran School of Arts and Design. The first section of the exhibition presents works related to women's art and writing that comments on the literary tradition during the Joseon Dynasty, an era dominated by male intellectuals. Seongmin reinterprets 문자도, a calligraphic paintings depicting the 8 Confucianist virtues, and replaced them with common American slangs. On the other hand, Maria O. Minsun, who has attracted considerable public attention, can be seen as a sort of parody of Shin, a prominent genre painter of late Joseon Dynasty. During the Confucianist era, the Dan-o festival in spring was one of the few occasions when women could reveal their bodies and play outdoors. O reimagines the female body once observed by Shin, allowing women to reclaim their own bodily pleasure with her image and writing. Sookyung is a ceramic artist well known for her participation in Monstrous Beauties, an exhibition recently held at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. In her video work, she has a blind woman singer who's singing Jeonga, a traditional form of song once reserved for the Yangban, the aristocratic class of the Joseon Dynasty. This compelling performance was first presented at the 1214 Venice Biennial, where 2 male bodybuilders carried the performers as if bearing a queen. Another work that subverts the traditional image of man as creator and women as mere assistant is by Jipyeong. Her piece features an ornate frame called Jang, which in its original form served only as a decorative border. By burning or leaving blank the middle area for calligraphic and pictorial depiction, the artist invites us to reimagine the unseen hands of women who once embellished such frames with the silk and her craftsmanship. Through this exhibition, I sought to introduce the history of Korean women's writing. The work by Suknam, an artist represented in the Tate collection and a pioneering figure in Korean feminist art since the late 1980s, was belonged to the Smithsonian collection. Yoon's piece references Kyung, song kept in the inner chambers, written by Hyun, a brilliant 16th century female poet, often regarded as the Virginia Woolf of Korea. Yoon inscribes her poem within the painting itself and stages a scene in which she receives the words, embodying the voice of women confined within their own room, as the title Kyung literally suggests. Moving into the contemporary period, artist Jungyeob, known for her depictions of beings, presented a collaborative work created with the poet Kim Hae-sun. On the surface of a century-old mural from a broken glass table, Jung inscribes Kim's text, "All things remembered." In this work, water and beans become vessels of countless joyful and sorrowful moments and memories. The dressing table, traditionally a woman's private space for self-care, it also a place where documents and jewelry were kept, symbolized both the limits and the resilience, even destructive power of femininity. Jung visualized this tension through the image of being spilling and spreading beyond the draw's boundaries. The works in the following section explores how women artists actively use their own bodies and movements as a means of communication. In Hyunsook's work, menopausal women gather in a traditional Korean public bathhouse and inscribe a new kind of scarlet letter. When one door closes, another door opens onto each other's backs. Here, the biological female body becomes not a shackle, but a source of new possibility. Youngjoo, on the other hand, revisit the physical and emotional changes she experienced during pregnancy. She translates the physical pains within her body into dances, and drawing from her diary entries from that time, collaborates with the composer to create a musical score. For women artists in her 40s with a young child, the child symbolized both new possibility and the tangible, often painful reality of womanhood and motherhood. Kook Dong-yeon's work is also rooted in deeply personal experience. Following a tragic event related to her child, the artist began repeatedly drawing words that appeared in her dreams, turning text into image in a kind of surrealist drawing practice. She also keeps a diary, but instead of completed sentences, it consists of fragmented words that resurface from memory. These fragments are installed within a minimalized box, embodying both the intimacy and incompleteness of remembrance. Kim and Shin explored the expanding possibilities of women's writing. Kim, who is also a craft artist, engraves her own phrases onto materials such as metal and glass. Through Instagram, she encouraged the viewers to become artists themselves, recalling the participatory spirit of contemporary art. Based in New York, Shin previously presented an installation composed of discarded computer keyboards mounted on the wall. As a Korean-American artist for whom the Korean language feels somewhat unfamiliar, she collects and exhibits these used objects from contemporary life, many of which often reveal traces of her Asian identity. In the age of internet, as our tools for writing have changed, have our ways of communicating changed as well. And within this technologically oriented landscape, what is the role and positions of women? Jin's installation posed the question. The final section of the exhibition addressed the state of Korean Americans, Koreans as outsiders or diasporic beings. Theresa Cha's Dictee, 1982, written before her tragic death in the same decade, has since become something of a Bible for women writers and artists from non-Western backgrounds. Born in Busan and later immersed in French literature, Cha used Dictee to question the very nature of language and voice. The struggle between multiple tongues was a revelation to the 1980s American artists and critics. She deliberately broke grammatical conventions and intertwined image and text, presenting an archetype of truly feminist writing. In this lineage, it is especially compelling that Kim Ok-sun, Yoon Jung-mi, An Ok-hyun, and Jae Lee, artists who come from Korea, have come together during the pandemic era, a time when fear and discrimination against outsiders have emerged worldwide, to read Dictee collectively. They both translated it into Vietnamese, German, and African languages, weaving into their own works. In a similar vein, Jinho, whose monumental installation is featured at the Corcoran, excerpts Cha's poem Oneras. The steel and vertical structures in Kim's work would interpret Cha's condition as a non-Western woman, transforming it into an image of strength and resilience. It might be said that she seeks to conserve and honor Cha as a member of later generation. The true finale of the exhibition is the painting by Kwak, a Korean-American artist who has been active since the 1980s. Her paintings and writings, like those of many women, begin with experiences of pregnancy and personal transformation, but ultimately lead toward a state of resilience. For Kwak, like many Koreans who seek connection with the transcendental self, writing and painting serve as a means of survival. Although this initially felt unfamiliar to me, I believe the fact that many Korean Americans are people of faith will continue to generate diverse and meaningful resonances within American society.